Hey guys, today, I was watching the History Channel. Yeah, today I was watching the History Channel. Well, this morning, technically, but, oh my god, why do I keep checking behind me? Yeah, they were talking about how, I don't know if you heard about this, but apparently we are, like, I don't know how I put this. Basically, like, scientists found this skull that looked, fairly human. Not gonna deny that, it looked fairly human. But, it had like a different mouth and nose or something. Oh my god. Yeah, it had like a different mouth and nose or something. And they were like, okay, so we came from this because, scientifically speaking, they cannot prove God is real and they cannot prove God is not real. That's, I'm not gonna bring religion into this. But, yeah, so apparently we are, like, we come from chimpanzees, basically, is what they're saying. But I have some stuff I wanted to... Why do I do this in every video? Stuff I wanted to say about that. Like, what do I believe in? Not religion-wise, but, like, stuff like that. I was gonna make a whole video about it. Not specifically staying on chimpanzees, but we can go to Bigfoot and stuff like that. Witchery and witchcraft, too. Not really. I would never do that to Autumn. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to do in this video. Basically, we're going to start with the chimpanzee thing. I don't believe in that because when you look at a skull, it could look completely different from what it actually looked like when it had skin and noses and bone. Well, not bones because skull, but you get what I'm saying. It might look completely different from it. We all know what a human skull looks like, and if you don't, you might want to look it up. And then, so, it might look completely different from what you think it looks like. I'm good. I knew my camera was not going to stay on here. I just knew it. I don't know why I started moving in this chair. It always makes it fall. Okay, so, I'm not going to say that I don't believe in it, and I'm not going to say I do believe in it. Well, I've already said I didn't. But when you really look at the facts, I'm leaning towards not believing in it because they're trying to say that God is like an alien or something that made this happen. Like, they made a chimpanzee look completely different, like, from apparently this cycle of this. I'm pretty sure you've seen it, like, from the caveman to stuff like that. But, yeah, so basically they're saying it's God, it's an alien. But then I turned off the TV because I didn't want to listen to God is an alien crap. So, basically, wow, I said that word a lot. Basically, they're saying how they came every decade or every 20 years or 30 years, I don't know. I didn't say it. I guess they just came random times during the millennia, I guess. And they changed it. So it went from like a chimpanzee to a more, I wish I had a picture of it, like a more taller, and I guess you could say it's more human than what a chimpanzee looks like. But when you look at it, the first thing that pops into your head is not human whatsoever. Is this upside down to you? If it is, I'm just gonna have to make this completely opposite of the subject. Let me go ahead. Oh no, that was right set up to you guys. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention to the right thing right there. Yeah. So back to the subject at hand. The first thing that pops into your head is absolutely no way human unless you're looking at the whole chart. Because, oh my god, why didn't I get a picture of this before I started this video? And then it keeps getting less hair each time and more human until finally it's a hairy human, but it's someone with long hair down to here and a beard and everything, like a caveman. What most people think looks like a caveman. So apparently, like everyone in school is like, we come from chimpanzees, which doesn't really make sense because when you see a monkey the next decade, you're not going to see a frog or a different type of animal. You're going to see a monkey again. Whether you're looking in the forest or somewhere else, you're going to see a monkey. It's even if you keep the thing in a cage for millennia and pass it down from generation to generation, it's going to be a monkey every single time. Just saying, that's what I believe, and please do not leave hate comments saying that we too come from chimpanzees, because that's just what I believe. Next, UFOs. I don't know what I believe when it comes to that, because when you look at it, people say there's not, like, cold hard facts, but there's some things are, I mean, fairly believable. Not to say that they're true, but they are believable. And I've seen some crazy stuff in the sky, and I'm not gonna say it's, well, it is a UFO, but not the UFO you're thinking of. When you think of a UFO, you think of a disc thing. But I don't know why people, I'm just gonna go, like, off the subject just a little bit. A UFO stands for Unidentified Flying Object. But you think of something very specific when you say UFO. I don't understand why. Because I think you should just make up a new name for that, not UFO. Because a UFO is like you have no idea what it is, but you got a pretty basic picture of what it looks like. So it should be given a different name. Because you've kind of identified it by now. We all know what a UFO looks like. So, if you don't, then you might want to look it up. But I was watching the History Channel and there was something flying in the sky. Because they're saying that natural disasters is aliens trying to kill people and the human race, which I think is not a smart thing. Because, let's face it, if aliens wanted to end the human race, they would have already done it by now. We don't know what they're capable of. We don't know if they're dangerous. They could just be like random, nice creatures. We don't know. But to automatically think that they are aggressive, vicious, and just basically murderers is not something you do. If I saw a big dog, I'm not going to automatically think that it is aggressive and will kill me, because when I was little, I was petrified of big dogs. Like, if you put me even like a mile away from a big dog, I will start screaming and crying. But I later on figured out that that dog that we saw all the time at Papa's was actually quite friendly. Stereotypes. But yeah. Unidentified flying object. I'm just going to give it a name. We're going to call it, oh my god, this is the perfect video to show you this. I colored this for some reason, I don't know why. But, ooh, that was close. Go on to Bigfoot now. Bigfoot never comes into my mind. But when it does, which is like once a decade, and I've lived 1 decade, so I don't know. I mean, I don't really believe in it, because because of course everybody's heard of it. I think people are overreacting about it. Like I said before, just because it's big doesn't mean it's aggressive. So, I mean, for that topic, I'd say no, fake. Because just because it's big and hairy, it could be a huge bear, or it could just be your mind deceiving you. I see crazy things in the dark. Like one time I saw this jack and I thought it was like a witch head. And Bigfoot does not come out in broad daylight. Because even if he was real, there's no way he's stupid enough to actually go out in broad daylight in front of, like, the Queen of England. Because, let's face it, that would be really stupid and everybody would be taking a picture. So he hid himself very well if he is real. Or she. Not here to judge anybody. What to do next? Oh, we might as well just go into magic and wizards and future tellers and all of this. Sorry, Autumn, had to do it. I don't know. I can honestly say that I have no idea. I mean, like, I have a personal opinion about it, but it's not really valid. Because if I told you why, you'd probably be like, oh my god, this girl is so crazy. So, I mean, I read about it all the time. Not proof that it's real, but more like fiction, like Percy Jackson, and I don't know, I watch Wizards of Waverly Place because it's like the best show on Disney Channel. And random stuff my dad watches. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If I missed anything, I will totally do it in the next video. Bye. Mwah. Peace out, Slendies.